I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with the fact that it's not just some brown menace that everybody's being told to be afraid of. You got Russians, you got Chinese, you got a lot of people coming from different countries now in illegally. This is the main. Sending their best. This is the main. This is the main. Well, or maybe they are. It took 19 people to bring us to our knees for months in 2001. It doesn't.
All right, now that's a heck of a place to call it because that's the last point that I want to address. What he just said, they laughed that off. They laughed that off. I'm gonna play it one more time just in case you didn't catch it. I want to play it one more time just in case you didn't catch it. But what they just said and he just tried to laugh off, that's something that isn't really addressed. We're gonna play it one more time. Check this out, and I'm gonna come back with closing thoughts.
You got a lot of people coming from different countries now in illegally. This is the main. Sending their best. This is the main. This is the main. Well, or maybe they are. It took 19 people to bring us to our knees for months in 2001. It doesn't take a lot of people who are motivated to madness to make a difference. But I'll tell you something. The truth is,
it doesn't take a lot of people motivated to madness to make a difference. Now, they said some interesting things at that closing point. He said they're not sending their best, or maybe they are. Now, there's two ways you can look at this thing. Either we consider the fact that they might be sending their best, and who is they? The way that Chris Como took it was there might be sleeper cells, there might be dangerous agents coming across that southern border, and they might be the best that these foreign adversaries have to offer, meaning you could have China sending people through the southern border who are trained in how to take down the electrical grid. You could have someone from Iran or someone from North Korea coming up through the southern border who's trained in how to sabotage trains and how to start fires and arson and get away with arson. You don't know how these people are trained. They could be the best adversaries who are being sent to this country to sabotage, start fires in Maui, start fires in Texas, start derailed trains in East Palestine. We don't know how all these things are just all of a sudden burning and blowing up and chemical spills for apparently no reason, for zero justification behind why these things are happening. We don't know. I'm not saying that it's sleeper cells. I'm saying it's a possibility and we don't know. That's one possibility. But even granting that the majority of the people who come across the southern border illegally are here as positive people, people who want to work and get a job and start businesses, if they're sending their best, which I believe in many cases they are the best of their, the reason I say that they may be the best of their, from depending, some of them are the best of their communities and they're just coming here illegally looking for better economic situations, is because as someone who's lived in other countries, one thing I know is it's not easy to do. It's not easy to go to another country where you don't speak the language and you want to meet people and you want to make friends and you want to stay there for an extended period of time, not just on the resort where people speak English and want to sell you stuff. I'm talking about you going down the street, you going to Safeway, you going to the subway, you buying groceries, you taking taxis, you are living there for an extended period of time, years. I've done that, and that is not an easy thing to do. So the people who are able to come here and maintain that life, it's not, those are exceptional people. A lot of them are exceptional. Here's the problem though, is what Mike Penn mentioned earlier. A lot of those people have the mentality that once they come, they are able to look down on the people who live here who are doing worse than them. That's the problem right there. There are a lot of exceptional people who do come across the southern border, who do come from these other countries. They come and migrate into America, and they are very bright. They're very bright, and they exceed in America. Now, there's foundational Black Americans who exceed in America as well, just like the migrants. They're just like the migrants. They are all exceeding. They're exceptional foundational Black Americans, and they're exceptional immigrants. But the immigrants don't look at the exceptional foundational Black people and say, hey, we're both exceptional, we're on the same level. What the immigrants do is they say, I'm exceptional because I'm in America, and they look down on all the normal people who are not exceptional. So, Mike Pan, what you see as saying, migrants love to be white supremacists, it's just a difference in perspective. And I'm not trying to minimize it. I'm not trying to minimize it because it does end up being part of white supremacy. White supremacy big ups it. They promote it. They promote, oh, there's cultural differences, and that's why these groups are better than yours. No. What they're doing is they are looking at the exceptional portion of the immigrants, and they are ignoring the unexceptional, the normal, the people who sitting outside of Home Depot all day looking for a job, the people who are begging outside of Giant all day, the people who don't have a lot of money, have 10 people living in one house. They ignore all of those people and they highlight the exceptional immigrants and say, oh, these exceptional immigrants, that is the immigrant culture. That is the immigrant work ethic. But then when they look at black people, they see the exceptional black Americans, but they don't see us as the exception. They look at our normal people. They compare their exceptional to our normals instead of comparing their exceptionals to our exceptionals. Do you see what I'm saying here? That's the problem. That's what they do. And that is the issue with a lot of the mentalities that some of these really hardworking, really intelligent, really exceptional people have. Is they come here and they have a disdain for the normal people. And every country has normal people. Every group, every culture, every ethnicity, there's going to be exceptional people and there's going to be normal people and there's going to be below normal people. That's just the way it is. Anyone who went to school for any portion of time knows there's a bell curve, and some people are going to be above normal, some people are going to be at normal, some people are going to be below. That's just what it is. Most people are normal. Most people are normal. But the exceptional people of their countries, they're leaving. The people who are normal in Venezuela stay in Venezuela. The people who are normal in Ethiopia or Haiti or Mexico, or the people who are normal, they stay where they are. And the people who are exceptional, they come to America. So then those exceptional folks are comparing their exceptional lifestyle and their exceptional mentality to the normal people of America and completely disregard the exceptional people here in America. Just act like they don't even exist. Oh, you're an exceptional foundational black American? They're gonna look the other way. They don't even see the exceptionality. Exceptional foundational black Americans all over the place. They act like they're the only ones who are doctors and nurses and lawyers, physical therapists, homeowners. They're not the only ones. We've got exceptional folks too, but we're looked down upon because they look at our lower class and disregard our exceptionals, and they look at their exceptionals and disregard their lower class. All right, I'm going to leave it with that. Let me read some of these last comments from Mike Penn, and then we're going to call it.